Brought to you by the Car Dealers Association.
Okay, you guys ready? Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Hey, my name is Alex Palmieri and welcome to Legit Street Cars. In today's video, I'm gonna show you that you should never ever install cheap or aftermarket wheels like these because they are very, very dangerous. And you should always go to your local dealership and buy factory OEM wheels because they are, guys, I'm so sorry, but what are they again?
They're proper, they're genuine, don't be a smart ass. You should have never made those dealership estimate factory defect videos.
It was stupid. I should have never made those videos.
You better do a good job.
I know. I'll do a good job. Don't worry, please. Okay. Because factory OEM wheels are genuine and proper, and you should never use aftermarket parts on your car either, or you should never even work on your car. Just bring it to the dealer every single time. That was pretty good, right?
Yeah,
right?
You did all right.
Yeah.
Why don't you get in the car?
What? No, get in the car. No, guys, I did exactly what you wanted. What? Please don't hurt my family. Please, no. What is that? No.
Go get him, Paulie, go get him.
All right, I think Paulie and Petey went out for a Lou Malnati's pizza, so they'll be gone for at least a couple hours. So let me show you guys the new wheels on the C55. If you follow me because of this car, you know that I hated the wheels that came on here. So I bought these 18-inch Verde Empire V44 wheels. They were only $570 on Amazon, shipped out the door. So this is a very inexpensive wheel, but they're actually pretty good quality and totally up to par for what I'll be doing with this car. Now, I just reused kind of the mismatched tires from the old wheels, and I don't really like, they have kind of a stretched look to them, but I'm gonna roll with them for now because they're practically brand new, but I really like the look of these wheels on this car. They're kind of similar to the ones on the E55. And speaking of the E55, ever since I started making videos with this car about a year ago with these $800 Nietzsche Targa 19-inch wheels, I've gotten a little bit of crap in the comments section from people who are basically just over-the-top purists and believe that every single part on your car should be factory OEM, including the wheels, and that is just not true. Some of these people will comment that these wheels are going to break or crack, and I've been using wheels like this, replica aftermarket wheels, for about 15 years, and the improvements over the last decade or so in the casting process has made these wheels very, very strong and a very viable option if you don't want to spend a ton of money on factory OEM wheels. Now, of course, if you like the style or whatever of a factory wheel, go for it. Actually, my dream wheel for the E55 are these. These are the multi-piece wheels off some of the 65 cars, but again, they are ridiculously expensive. So for me, I really like the look of these two cars now, and combined, I mean, these wheels are only like 1,300 bucks or so. So let's head back to the garage. I'm going to show you a whole lineup of wheels. I'm going to show you some cracked and welded and bent wheels, and then also how to tell what wheel is correct for your car and how to tell the bad ones from the good ones. All right, guys, we are back at home base with the C55 up on the rack. We got a bunch of wheels to show you, some factory, some aftermarket, some bent, some cracked, some welded. But first, let's go take a look at one of the cars, and I'll show you guys something that is on all of your cars that will help you determine whether or not the wheel you want to buy, or maybe the wheel that you've already bought, is safe for your car. And that has to do with the gross vehicle weight rating. So there's going to be a sticker like this one on every car, and it'll list the gross vehicle weight rating. Now, common misconception is that this is the total weight of the vehicle. That is not the case at all. That is the total weight of the entire vehicle at its maximum capacity. So loaded with passengers and cargo, this is the maximum weight that the manufacturer has determined your vehicle can handle. So what you want to do, it's broken up between the front and the rear of the vehicle. You just want to take the highest number of the two. So basically a worst case scenario, in this case 2655, that's in pounds. You want to divide that by 2 to determine what the load rating of your wheel should be at minimum. So that's 1,327 pounds. That means that we need a wheel that can carry at least 1,327 pounds. So let's go over to the Nietzsche Targa wheel off of the E55, and you'll see right here, max wheel load, 1,600 pounds. So we're well within spec and good to go. All right, now that you guys know how to determine if a wheel that you want to buy has the proper load rating, let's talk about this mess with the DOT. It is true, the DOT does not require any testing be performed on any aftermarket or replica wheels, which I find to be so bizarre, and I was very surprised to learn this, considering the amount of regulation they have on everything else with vehicles, especially on parts like tires. But what the DOT does have is they have recommendations. They have SAE tests that they recommend a wheel manufacturer put their wheels through, and that way they can stamp the wheels accordingly and tell people and kind of market to people that these are safe wheels. Now, there are other government agencies outside of the United States that have a similar testing procedure. So you have countries like Japan and like Germany that have their own testing procedures for their cars, and some of these aftermarket wheel manufacturers will put their wheels through a combination of these tests depending on how much money they want to spend on a set of wheels to have them certified, and then they will market and stamp the wheels accordingly. And this is great. This is something that you can look for to know if the wheel that you want to buy is of quality. So let's go take a look at the aftermarket wheels behind me, and I'll show you that some of these wheels are marked with multiple different tests, meaning that they have gone through some really rigorous testing, and they're probably a good wheel to buy even though they're not factory OEM. So these aftermarket wheels are all made by different companies. These are factory wheels off the E55, which we'll get to in a moment. So let's take a look at some of the markings that you're going to find and what you're going to want to look for on an aftermarket wheel. Oh, and by the way, the DOT does require a couple different stampings. So they make you put in here where the wheel was manufactured, and then also the sizing information. So you can see here it's an 8x17, and then the offset is a 20. Other than that, though, like I said, no testing requirements at all. So what you want to look for in these wheels, and the way I look at it is the more test procedures that they've gone through, the better. So the more certifications they have, the better in my eyes. But in this case, this is just a wheel that I'm going to be using with snow tires on one of the cars. And you can see here that it is stamped with JUL, I believe it is, and that is the Japanese designation for their testing procedure. So you know at least that this wheel has gone through that test protocol, and for a normal snow tire, this is going to work just fine, guys. And I'll get into application specific stuff here in a moment. If we move on, this is the new wheel for the C55, and this actually has two different certifications. You can see here, there we go, VIA, and then again, the JUL. So these are both Japanese testing procedures that are done by the Japanese government. So this is approved to be on a car out there. It has the proper load rating. It's built by a very reputable company that has been selling wheels for a long time. So you know that it is good. And then some of the companies will go above and beyond and kind of stamp this information right here clearly so you can see what's going on. Now, if we move on to the Niche Targa, this was a little bit more of an expensive wheel. This one has a JUL certification as well right here, and it also has a DOT certification right there. Now, if we move on to this wheel here, this comes off of the back of my 9-second turbo Trans Am, and I've run this wheel only for a couple of years, but before this I had basically the exact same thing from the same company, OE Wheels, on the Trans Am for about 10 or 12 years and a bajillion quarter-mile passes with no issues whatsoever. And again, you have the DOT and you have the JUL right there. So this has been a very good wheel. And of course, all these cast wheels are pretty much all just made in China, as you can imagine. Now, this is the disgusting wheel that I took off of the C55. I hate the look of this wheel, but in reality, this is the strongest of the bunch. This thing has a load rating of 2,100 pounds, and I believe this one also, yeah, check it out. So this has SAE J2530. I think that's a newer testing procedure for North America, but this wheel right here is actually a very good quality, strong wheel. So I'll link some information down below if you guys want to look into exactly what these test procedures stand for and exactly what they do during the test. But basically, it obviously has to do with the wheel load, and then they also do like a cornering fatigue test because the load is going to be a lot more when you're taking a turn, and quite a few other tests. So moving on, guys, I just want to make a point. This is kind of anecdotal here, but with factory wheels, don't get me wrong, factory wheels are very strong. The testing protocol that they have to go through is super rigorous. So if you're buying a factory wheel, you know you're getting a good one. But no wheel is immune to potholes, low profile tires, and bad drivers. So check this out. This is how these wheels came on the E55, and this is why I had to put the niches on the car. They have already been welded, so one cracked right here. This one has two cracks, one here, and one right there. It's hard to see though, but this one is bent over here. And then the one that's on the car right now is also bent. Now, something I wanted to show you guys that I find to be a little bit questionable are some of these eBay wheels. And what I don't like about these wheels is that a lot of these don't show the back side of the wheel, as you can see here. So you don't see any certifications. They don't list any certifications. They don't list a load rating. They don't list anything at all in the ad, which is a little bit bizarre to me. Now, there are some aftermarket companies that don't list a lot of this stuff online either, but they have a phone number or an email that you can actually contact them with. These guys on eBay, you can send them a message, and I've done this before when I was shopping for wheels like this, and none of them seem to know what the certification is, if it has any at all. So I'm not saying that they're all bad on eBay. eBay is a general marketplace. A lot of good things get sold on eBay, but just be careful with these really inexpensive exact replica wheels. I've seen these where the casting is literally the exact replica from the factory, and then they cross out like the Mercedes star or the factory part number on whatever brand car you have. And then at that point, you can't trust the load rating stamped on there because it was just copied from the factory wheels. All right, guys, my last tip in finding the right wheel for you, one that is safe and isn't gonna break apart into a million pieces, is thinking about and knowing what you're gonna be doing with your specific car. Now, a lot of the wheels, all the wheels that you've seen here are just regular cast wheels, and the majority of factory wheels and aftermarket wheels are cast, a lot of them in China, Thailand, places like that. So with cast wheels, a lot of guys will use these types of wheels for racing, even road racing, but you really need to understand the weight of your car, understand the load rating and things like that, and it's always best to talk to a reputable manufacturer who can kind of guide you into what type of wheel you should use. There are a lot of guys out there that should be using a forged wheel. This is a wheel that is cut out of a solid piece of aluminum. It's very, very strong. There are a lot of really high-end performance cars that have a forged wheel option as well as a cast option. So this is all stuff that is really dependent on what you're doing with your car. Like I said, the C55 and even the E55, these are cars that are being primarily street driven. I've had the ones on the E55 for over a year now, and they're not bent, they're not cracked, they balance out perfectly, and so did these. My friend put these tires on yesterday and they all balanced out absolutely perfect. So there isn't much really to worry about if you know what to look for, and don't listen to the haters, don't listen to those crazy purists out there that tell you you have to have a factory wheel on your car. That is simply just not the case. Oh crap, they found me. Guys, Paulie and Petey have found the Legit Street Cars garage, so I gotta get out of here. But before I do, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, comment down below, share the video. I hope that all of you guys have a way better day than I'm about to have, and yeah, I will hopefully see you in the next video. Goodbye.